Good morning, friends. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come on and respond to a couple inquiries I received on one of my videos. It was my Gillio Medium Amica video regarding Franklin Covey compact inserts and my tabs that I use. And so I thought, well, you know, there's different options for personal rings, and there are some different covers that I have. So I just thought maybe I would show some different covers. I would maybe show the difference in their sizes, how the Franklin Covey compact inserts fit in them, and also just briefly go over my tabs that I use, which I use all top tabs for my Franklin Covey compact inserts in all of my personal rings covers. So yeah, if that sounds like something you'd like to join me for, then I'm going to go ahead and dive right in and get started. So just to name what I have here, I have my Gillio Medium Amica 30mm rings. I have my Planner Room Shop 30mm rings. I have my Moterm Luxe 30mm rings. I have my Gillio Medium Campagna XL 30mm rings. And I have my Louis Vuitton personal rings, or Medium Agenda, with 25mm rings. I just put my inserts in here this morning. Thought I would go ahead and include this in the comparison. So starting with the Louis Vuitton, I do have enough room. You can see it closes, not a problem. Again, with Franklin Covey Compact, I do not use any side tabs. The pen loop fits my Gillio pen, and you know, I have no issues. Now, again, these are only 25mm rings, so I mean, this is pretty much everything that I generally would you know, keep in my rings. Sometimes, if my rings is the only thing I'm using, it could tend to get a little bit chunkier than that. I could probably fit a little bit more in here, but I wouldn't go probably too much thicker in this particular cover. So first what I'll do, I think next, is I'm going to open these up and see if I can't compare like the width of these. Let me just move them to the side here and see how that will work. I don't know if I can do them all. I might just be able to do like a couple at a time. So you can see the Louis Vuitton compared to the Gillio Medium Campagna XL is at least, let me just get my ruler out. It is a 1/2 inch narrower in width than the Medium XL Campagna. But the Franklin Covey Compacts still work in this. So let me compare the Medium XL to my Planner Room. So again, this has got the more narrow footprint, so it's about a 1/2 inch less width than the XL. Let me compare. I'll just take out a chunk of my inserts and put them in there, so you can just see how it works with the Planner Room Shop for Franklin Covey Compact. So, not a problem at all. There is plenty of room as long as you're not using side tabs for the Planner Room Shop. Then we will compare the Moterm Luxe, Moterm Personal Luxe. Okay, so you'll see here that this is probably 1/3 of an inch or so. Let's see here. Let me flatten this out a little bit. So about 1/4 of an inch narrower in width for the Moterm. Let me see if I can get these open the rings here and show you how the Franklin Covey Compact fits. This is a little bit. Okay. So again, and this is on the smallest setting here, the tightest setting. So again, the Franklin Covey Compact will work for the Moterm Luxe with no side tabs. And then we have the Gillio Medium Amica. So this is about a 1/2 inch difference or so. And there's no back pocket. And you all have seen, obviously, many times my Franklin Covey Compact in this particular cover. So it's really no difference. They all fit the Franklin Covey Compact pretty much to the edge, and top tabs, it works. So if you don't mind not using side tabs, I know some people like top, bottom, side tabs, and I get that. But it doesn't bother me to not use side tabs. I'll go ahead and put these inserts in the Gillio XL also. Oops. And again, it's the same. It would come pretty much all the way to the edge. Even if it's full, it's still not going to come past the edge. And top tabs, it works beautifully. So I don't think you could use this in a regular medium Campagna, Franklin Covey Compact inserts. If you had 25mm rings, maybe, but I can't compare that. The only thing I could really compare would be, let me just take these back out real quick. I'm just thinking the Louis Vuitton has 25mm rings. And if we compare, so this is what I would say. If you had a medium Campagna, not the XL, and you had as much width as you do the Louis Vuitton, if you had 25mm rings in the Campagna, you could probably fit the Franklin Covey Compact. And I'm sure there are videos on YouTube showing the Franklin Covey Compact in a regular medium Campagna. I'm sure there are. I just don't happen to have one. But I would imagine it's probably not much different than the width of this Louis. Yeah, so I hope that helps answer that question. And thank you so much for posting that comment and that inquiry. I appreciate it. And I also had someone ask about my tabs. So I thought I would quickly go over my tabs in my rings planner. So I also wanted to share my tabs, and thank you for that question. I appreciate it. So in my rings planner, I want to make sure that I am in frame because I did this as part of my video, and that I kind of got out of frame. So I wanted to redo the tabs portion. So I apologize for that, but so the first tab is my inbox. And these tabs, incidentally, let me just show you. Are these ones from Stalogy brand, and I get them on Amazon. They're very thin. You get quite a few. So I have my inbox. This is like a little plate and silverware. I basically use this for my grocery list or shopping list if I'm using this planner for my everyday tasks as as like everyday carry or carry with me. That's what I will put my grocery list in, whether it be this or, my traveler's notebook, bound book, whatever it might be. So my inbox, I just have to do. And then I have spoke to. And then I have these monthly tabs, which I will show you quickly what I use for those in this particular planner are from Pookie Bear Cuties. So when you get a sheet from Pookie Bear Cuties, you get 2 sets that are already pre-printed and 2 blank that you can use for whatever you'd like. So that's what I've used for these particular monthly tabs, and they are very strong. Then I have my brain dump, and what I use is my little brother PT90 label maker to make these little clear labels to put on the page flags. Then I have my week for my week on 2 pages. I have my today just to take me, you know, right to my daily page. And incidentally, I will say I always put these on the right, even if today is Monday, because I like for my tab to be where I can just kind of slide my finger down and go, okay, open it up to the day, or, you know, open it up to note it, or whatever the case may be. I always put it on the right-hand side of the 2-page spread. Then I have my tracker. I have Note It, which is basically a journaling section. I put this little clear calendar label on the social media section. And what I did was, I had mentioned the other day that I did like clear label maker. I will put it on here and I will line up with the bottom of the letters, and I just fold it over to where it covers the edge of the page on the back side, and it really makes for a nice strong tab, actually, if you didn't want to use page flags. And then I just have this one for YouTube on the month that we're at. And then I have my my finance one, which I use for, you know, order trackers, expenses, things like that. Then I have one for lists, and this can encompass lots of different things. Any kind of list you want it to be, whether it be collections, or maybe it would be ink swatches, you know, pen swatches, whatever you'd like to use it for. And then here's the ones that I had showed you the other day that I had done with my clear label maker. Again, add to planner, subscriptions, and the last time inserts, which are all from Plan with B. And then I did another one for the inventory, which I kind of talked about that in my last video. And then I have a travel tab, which I use for my packing lists, travel information, wherever I'm going, etc. Then I have one for health. And then I have one that I've just put initials on for our small business, for those inserts that I use for my work. Yeah, and that's it for my my personal rings. Now for the tabs on my traveler's notebook, I just have a few that I use, because if you remember, some of these things are duplicated in my secondary planner that I, you know, or planner project, whatever you'd like to call it. So I have my YouTube, which I just have the month of in the monthly book, order tracker for the month, my week on 2 pages, my today tab, my habit tracker and to buy, and then my morning thoughts. And then on the edge, I have put, with my label maker, I have just indicated what week it is, and I put it on the 2-page spread that starts the next week in this monthly book. So that's what those are. Yeah, but that's what my tabs are, and it really works well. I don't mind just using top tabs, and incidentally, you really could use bottom tabs as well in all of these planner covers with the Franklin Covey Compact. It doesn't have to be just top tabs. You could use bottom tabs and top tabs if you'd like. So keep that in mind. You know, when you're putting it together for yourself, if you wanted to do a combination of top and bottom tabs. So yeah, again, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you being with me here today. I hope you have a great Monday and a great rest of your week. See you in the next one.